On October 29, 1901, Leon Czolgosz walked into the execution chamber at Auburn Prison. Witnesses said he looked calm, almost peaceful, roared, and in seconds the assassin was gone. History remembers him as a villain, but forever. After the attack, Leon was immediately captured. Reporters called him a monster, a lunatic, an enemy of civilization. But when asked why he did it, Leon calmly replied, "I killed the president because he was the enemy of the people. I did my duty." No remorse, no fear, only conviction. His trial lasted just 8 hours. On the morning of September 6, 1901, Leon wrapped his revolver in a handkerchief to hide it. He stood in line with hundreds of others at the Temple of Music, in hand.
He bought a revolver from a pawn shop. He practiced shooting in the woods. He watched newspaper schedules, when and where the president would appear. When he read about the Pan-American Exposition in Buffalo, New York, he knew it was his chance. He traveled there by train, alone. Carried only a small bag.
Leon was born in 1873 in Detroit, Michigan. His parents were Polish immigrants, poor, hard-working, and hopeful. They believed America would give them a better life. But America was changing. Factories grew richer. Workers grew poorer. Children worked in steel mills. On September 8, 1900, the people of Galveston, Texas woke up to a calm morning. The air was warm, the sea unusually quiet, and the sky painted in strange shades of gray. No one knew that, within hours, their city would face the deadliest natural disaster in American history. Back then, Galveston was called the Jewel of the Gulf. It was one of the wealthiest cities in Texas, full of proud Victorian houses, horse carriages, and lively harbor trade. But in the early afternoon, the wind began to shift. The tides grew higher, and strange waves began pounding the shore. Meteorologists had little warning technology in 1900. The U.S. Weather Bureau ignored Cuban forecasters who had already predicted a massive hurricane moving toward the Gulf. By the time local residents realized the danger, it was too late. By evening, winds roared at more than 140 miles per hour. Entire blocks of homes were ripped apart. Wooden debris and seawater crashed through the streets. Families clung to rafters as the rising storm surge swallowed. The year was 1587, and the vast unknown stretched endlessly across the sea. For weeks, English ships had battled wind, hunger, and fear, sailing toward a land that promised everything, yet revealed nothing. Among the weary travelers stood Eleanor Dare, her hands trembling as she looked upon the horizon. America, the New World, shimmered under a golden haze. It was not yet a nation, not even an idea. It was a whisper, carried by the wind, a dream painted by explorers and kings. When their ships finally anchored off the coast of what would later be called North Carolina, the colonists felt a surge of triumph. They called their settlement Roanoke, a name that would soon echo through centuries of silence. Under the leadership of Governor John White, the settlers built wooden homes, planted corn, and tried to befriend the local tribes. But the wilderness was merciless. Food dwindled. Strange cries echoed through the forests at night. Truth was far stranger than all the theories